cheer your flashes off. Again, we welcome you this evening. In a few minutes, we will have the introductions of both teams. Remember, no national anthem for our second match. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. This facility is following COVID-19 risk mitigation guidelines as recommended by the UIL and state authorities. We ask that as a spectator, you help slow the spread of COVID-19 by wearing a face covering at all times unless consuming food or drink, maintaining at least 6 feet of distancing at all times from other groups and individuals outside your household, washing or sanitizing your hands often and avoiding touching eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. We also ask that you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth. Regardless of the outcome of this game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. Cheer these young athletes, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and schools. While your sportsmanlike actions may only play a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation for the students who will be taking part indirectly in the game, the cheerleaders, the bands, the pep squads, and the students who have supported their teams at home and away. These young people play an integral part of their team's success. The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. This means that you, as a fan, should not criticize the players on either team, should not boo the officials, should not have alcoholic beverages on public school grounds since it is a violation of state law, should be courteous to the visiting teams, should cheer for your team, and should show respect for injured players on both teams. Thank you for your cooperation, and welcome to today's game.
East ISD's Board of Trustees and executive staff, I want to welcome you to today's event. We are so excited to see you back with us. Your attendance and support of our talented athletes are greatly appreciated. In an effort to have a safe and successful season, we ask that you follow a few simple steps. Before attending any event, please remember to self-screen at home. If you have a fever or any symptoms associated with COVID-19, we ask that you please cheer on our players from home. We want to keep both our community and our players safe. You must wear a mask at all our events, and whenever possible, please keep 6 feet of spacing between you and other spectators. Family members from the same household may sit together. We will have a great year by working together. Athletes, good luck and have a great game.
Again, we welcome you this evening. This is a District 28 6A contest between the visitors of the scoreboard, the Lady Rattlers of Reagan High School. They're coached by head coach Rachel Colvin, assisted by Mary Lorea and Gloria Garcia. Number 2, sophomore Kinley Graff. Number 3, junior Maribel Martinez. Number 4, sophomore Elisa Manixa. Number 5, junior Giselle Canderbet. Number 6, sophomore Chichio Sigbo. Number 7, senior Remy Vanderpool. In the libero position, senior and captain Mari Correa. Number 9, sophomore Katie Hill. Number 10, senior Julia Leman. Number 11, freshman Presley Yates. Number 13, sophomore Brenna Heffron. Number 14, junior Julia Blank. Number 15, senior Niall Anderson. Number 16, junior Jenna Karlskin. Number 17, sophomore Erin Jones. Number 18, senior Maddie Collins. Number 19, junior Kirsten Davis. Number 20, Gabby Reeves. She's a freshman. The Lady Rattlers of Reagan High School. Now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, Lady Jaguars of Johnson High School. They're coached by head coach James Fike, assisted by Ellen Shoemaker and Robin Henson. Number 1, sophomore Hannah Spencer. Number 2, junior Clara Rosito. Number 3, senior Arden Canwell. Number 4, sophomore Kendra Green. Number 5, senior Lexi Gilgrass. Number 6, sophomore Robin Wilson. Number 7, junior Kate Flo. Number 9, junior Kennedy Barnes. Number 10, junior Kaden Gonzalez. Number 11, freshman Emma Cumber. In the libero position, senior and captain Chloe Martin. Number 13, junior Natalia Austin. Number 14, senior David Winkler. Number 15, junior Hannah Beck. And number 16, junior Laurel Hall. Lady Jaguars of Johnson High School. Good luck to our teams.
A very enthusiastic introduction of both teams as the Reagan Rattlers and the Johnson Jaguars get ready to face off here at Littleton Gymnasium in the greater San Antonio area. I'm happy that you joined us this evening. I'm Carl Schoening, your play-by-play broadcaster, and we have a good one this evening. It's the 5-10 Johnson Jaguars going up against the 13-2 Reagan Rattlers, and as the two teams make their final adjustments in their lineup, we are happy you guys join us on the stream here on SHN Sports. Last time these two teams met, the Reagan Rattlers defeated Johnson 3-0 on October 2nd. We'll get into a little bit more of that here, but as we get started, it'll be Kirsten Davis to serve for the Rattlers. She's on the far right side, waiting for the okay from the officials. Permission to serve is granted, and this match is just about to get underway. We're happy you're with us. Davis sends it to the backside where it's initially played on by Converse, and then it's slapped over the net by Winkler. Correa sets it high for the attack, and the attack by Julia Alaman is successfully brought back over, but then the ensuing attack by Kate Hill leads to our first point of the game. It's a point for the Rattlers, and they're the first team to get on the scoreboard here. First time these two teams met back in October 2nd. It was a 3-set-0 victory, as I mentioned. 25-18 is how that first set went for the Rattlers as Davis sends it in. It has to immediately be played on 2 touches. It is sent back over by Winkler, and then an attack by Alaman sends it into the other side, and it's played well by Johnson, but then a block at the net ends back up on the Jaguars side, and it's 2-0. Reagan leads Johnson here in this opening set. Davis will continue her serve. From the right side, sends a line drive, played by Winkler. An attack by Winkler. Davis with the dig. Here's a set from Correa over to the right side where it's slapped by Hill on the attack, and a dig by Grimm will keep that one alive. And then on the other side, Anderson gets the dig, and it rolled around the net on the first touch from Johnson and then ended up on the court, and a point for Johnson. They scored their first point of the evening. Serve here from Arden Cantwell. Cantwell sends it over on a lob of a serve. First touches from Davis, a set by Correa, and then the right side attack comes from Alaman, and then the backline attack sends it back over to the Reagan side. Backline attack from Anderson has to be dug out by Martin, and then the attack by Winkler, dug out by Anderson. And then the right side attack is a nice one coming from Kate Hill. The first touch goes wide right out of play, and a point to the Rattlers. So it is 3-1 now, and the Rattlers will get the serve back with the lead. Menezes will serve from the middle of the service line. It's played on the back line by Martin, then kind of touched in the air by Spencer and lands as it was blocked back onto the Johnson side at a point for the Rattlers. Menezes' serve is returned on over. Correa with the set, and then a little pushover by Hill. And a nice setup and attack combination from Kendra Grimm and Hannah Spencer. Spencer gets the kill, and the point goes to Johnson. Serve here from Martin. Davis left it high for Hill to send the attack over. It's returned by Johnson, and Anderson gets the dig. Anderson will now have the attack. Sends it to the opposite side where it's played by Cartwell. And then it's blocked back by Anderson. Menezes with the dig. The set by Davis, and the attack just goes wide left coming from Kate Hill, and the point goes to Johnson. Chloe Martin with the serve again. First touch by Correa, and then here's an attack from Anderson, and she has a nice little touch on it that isn't too aggressive, kind of floats its way to the left side, and it's a point for Reagan. 5-3 Rattlers get the serve back. Remy Vanderpool will serve. Vanderpool sends it to the back line, then it's reacted straight in the air by Cantwell, and Cantwell has Martin come over to help her out, and Cantwell slaps it over, finds the back right line, and that's a point for Johnson. So it looked like it was going to maybe be a potential point. Ends up being a point for Reagan, ends up being a point for Johnson. The serve from Flom is returned, and then the attack and kill by Hill gives a point to Reagan. (6-4) now. The Rattlers up by 2 in the first set, and they get the serve back. Maribel Martinez will serve here. It's played on the back line by Flom. And then the attack just goes wide from Hannah Beck, and the point to Reagan. Martinez continues their serve with her team up 3. Played by Flom first. And then the attack goes long from Gingras, and the point goes to Reagan. Martinez with her 3rd straight serve. The attack at the net played by Reagan. And then the Anderson attack just goes long, and I believe the point was still given to Reagan, so my eyes must have been off there, and Reagan goes up 5. 9-4, some substitutions being played on the, okay, yeah, it will be Reagan serve. For a second there, it looked like Johnson was ready to serve. And Martinez here, will trying to extend the Reagan lead, looking for her first ace of the serve. Little slap over comes from Barnes. And then it's sent over by Yates, and on the attempt to have that one after the Yates attack, it was blocked back, and it's a point for Johnson. That ends Martinez's serve. And it'll head back over to the Johnson side. Robin Wilson to serve here. Wilson from the left side, played on the back line by Menezes. A high set from Martinez, and then the attack and the kill goes to the Reagan Rattlers. And now Anderson will go to serve. Anderson's serve is played by Converse, and then it'll be an ace after the Jaguars were unable to get underneath it for a return, and they're going to talk things over. And it's 11-5 here. Reagan leads Johnson. We're going to go ahead and give you guys a little look at some of the Rattlers, an opportunity to meet the Rattlers here on SHN Sports.
Hi, my name is Remy Vanderpool. I'm a senior. I play middle, and my favorite school subject is physics. Strike 'em.
Hi, my name is Presley Yates, and I'm a freshman middle blocker / right side hitter. My favorite subject is math. Strike 'em.
Hi, my name is Diane Anderson. I'm a senior at Reagan High School, and I play the outside position. My favorite subject in school is science. Strike 'em.
Hi, my name is Julia Alaman. I'm a senior outside hitter, and my favorite subject is American Sign Language. Strike 'em.
Timeout is over. We hope you enjoyed some of those player intros where they get to talk about their favorite subject and who they are and where they are on the team. Anderson will continue her serve with her team up 11-5. This one just goes long as the back line from Johnson allows it to get past them, and the point goes to Johnson on the service error. Lexi Gringas will serve, and diving in to get the first touch is Johnson, but that one isn't played off of the net, and even though the hustle was there by Martinez, Johnson gets the ace. Lexi Gringas will serve again. Played by Correa on the first touch, and then a Ozigbo attack and kill for the Reagan point. Following the score, it'll be Correa to serve. Correa sends it to the far right side. The attack is blocked but back out, so give Emma Converse the point for Johnson. And Kendra Grimm will serve for Johnson. Floats to be played by Alaman. Alaman will get the attack and just goes wide left. Johnson with the point. Grimm to try and narrow this three-point gap. Anderson sends it right back at the top of the net where it's spiked on down by Hannah Spencer for the attack and kill. 12-10. Reagan leads Johnson, but Johnson's trying to get a little comeback here in the first set as Grimm sends it over, and Alaman is the first one to touch it. Correa leaves it for Alaman, who has a go off of the net, and then it goes wide right. Point Johnson. And Rachel Torvik wants to talk things over with her team. So we'll go ahead and take the break with them here on SHN Sports, and let's get to meet a few more of these Reagan Rattlers as their timeout's already over. Coach Torvik just wanted to tell them to get back in the game. We're still going to go ahead and play one of these for y'all back here at Littleton Gym.
Hi, I'm Jenna Carlskin. I'm a junior outside hitter, and my favorite school subject is math. Strike 'em.
The Johnson Jaguars continue their service. Kendra Johnson sends it over, and Ozigbo will kind of not get enough underneath that one, and it stays on the Reagan side. Point to Johnson. They tie this one up at 12. Kendra Grimm looking to put her team ahead on this serve. Played by Alaman on the first touch. Ozigbo with the attack. It's blocked behind the blockers, though, and it goes in for a Reagan point. They end the Johnson run, and the point goes to Reagan on the Ozigbo attack, and here is a serve coming from Kirsten Davis. Davis from the far right side, taking plenty of dribbles before she goes into a jump serve. First touch by Converse, and then Martin will send it right to the front of the net where it's just pushed over by Grimm, and now the attack by Alaman sends it to the right side. A little floater coming from Converse, and Alaman slaps it to the middle of the court. Nice dig by Martin, and then a play at the net just stays on the Reagan side, and it's a point to Johnson. 13-13. Cantwell will serve. Correa with the dig. Davis with the backward set, and the attack and the kill for Alaman, and the Reagan Rattlers retake the lead. Menezes will serve. Just sends it long, and point to Johnson. 14-14. Martin from the middle of the court casually sends it over, played by Anderson. High set from Davis, and this one just floated over by Hill. Coley Martin will set it up for an attack by Beck. Here's Anderson with the attack response, and it just goes long. Point to Johnson. They take the lead here in the first set, 15-14. Davis sets it for the attack, and Vanderpool gets the kill. And Remy Vanderpool will now head back to the service line to send it over with her team tied up with Johnson in the first set, 15 all. From the left side, she sends it over to the opposite side. And the attack goes wide right from Beck, and on the attacking error, Reagan takes the point. 16-15, and Remy Vanderpool continues her serve. Vanderpool's line drive just dug by Gringas. Here's an attack by Yates, and it's blocked and stays on Johnson's side. They are able to control it, but the attack is long coming from Winkler, and the point goes to the Reagan Rattlers. 2-point advantage for Reagan. Vanderpool with the third straight serve. Taken on this far side by Beck, and then the attack and the kill goes to Johnson, and they draw within one. Competitive first set here. First time these two teams met, Reagan pulled out the first set 25-18. Get the feeling this one's going to be a little bit closer, as lining up her serve is Kate Flom. She has a jump serve go to the back line. Attack by Anderson, blocked and then put on the floor. A couple Jaguars tried to save it, but it is an attack and kill for Anderson, and the Rattlers go up +2 on the scoreboard. Maribel Martinez will serve. Martinez floats it to the back line where it's played by Martin and goes right back over to Reagan's side. They exchange a couple tosses, and it wasn't optimal situation for Reagan as it falls into the middle of the court where Correa tried to catch up to it, couldn't, and Johnson gets the point. Cuts the Reagan lead to 1 in the first set. Sending it over is Wilson here, touched by Anderson first, and now Anderson gets a set from Martinez. The blockers keep it on their side for Johnson, and it's a point to Reagan. Nyla Anderson will try to be the first team to score 20 with her serve. This one glances off the top of the net, played by Martin. Yates with the first touch. The set by Martinez. The attack by Ozigbo is a kill. And Reagan cracks 20 first here in the first set. That's the 4th kill for Chichi Ozigbo. Anderson continues her serve. The attack and the kill this time goes to Converse, and Johnson not going quietly out of this first set. 20-18. Serve here from Gingras. She just slaps it over, played by Correa. Martinez the set, the attack and the kill for Alaman. 21-18. Reagan with a 3-point advantage, and Correa will serve for them. Correa floats it to the back line where Flom will be the first one to touch it, and then a nice dig on the attack from Converse from Correa, and Alaman sends it to the right side, gets the point as she finds the angle. Reagan takes a 22-18 lead in the first set. And a timeout called by the Johnson Jaguars as Reagan goes up 4, and they're 3 points away from taking the first set. We will go ahead and take the break with them. We're going to go ahead and meet a few more of your Reagan Rattlers. We'll be back in a moment on SHN Sports.
Hi, my name's Giselle Katarabic. I'm a junior right side hitter, and my favorite school subject is English. Strike 'em! Hi, my name is Erin Jones. I'm a sophomore outside, and my favorite school subject is math. Strike 'em!
Hi, my name is Maddie Correa. I am a senior libero, and my favorite school subject is English. Strike 'em!
Out of the timeout, it's Reagan with the 22-18 advantage over Johnson. Correa will serve here. Maddie Correa sends it to the back line, touched by Flom first, and then the attack from Spencer is blocked back onto the Johnson side, and then Converse's attack is blocked, and Ozigbo loses it as it glances off of the net. Misread the trajectory because of the deflection off of the net, and the point goes to Johnson. Kendra Grimm will serve. 22-19. Johnson trying to get back into this one. The serve goes to Alaman. The set by Martinez. The attack by Ozigbo is dug by Martin. And then the attack and the kill goes to Devin Winkler. And Johnson scores to 20. Grimm to keep her serve going. Alaman with the first touch. Correa sends it back closer, and just a backward tap from Anderson goes into Johnson's side. Here's the attack, and a partial block on the front line will give the kill to Winkler. Competitive first set here. It's only a 1-point game. And obviously whoever takes that first set really sets the tone for the rest of the match. Kendra Grimm here will serve. Hit high in the air by Alaman. Correa will send it towards the middle of the court. Anderson just back taps it into the Jaguars side. Anderson plays the attack by Grimm. And then the attack and the kill by Alaman puts Reagan up 23-21. They needed that one. And the 2-point separation comes at a good time, 2 points away from taking the first set. Davis and Hill come back in for Ozigbo and Martin. And Kirsten Davis will try to put Reagan at set point here with her serve. A jump serve from the far right side played by the libero Martin. The attack and the kill goes to Devin Winkler as Johnson pulls back within one. Cantwell will serve. Cantwell gets the go-ahead from the officials from the far left side. It's a floater that is played at the front of the line by Correa. The attack and the kill. A nice play from the right side. Alaman with the point, and Reagan 1 point away from taking the first set. Alisa Menitsis will serve. Menitsis from the center service line. And the attacking error is wide, and that will be set point for Reagan. 25-22 is the way the first set goes, and the Reagan Rattlers jump out to a scary first set take of the lead. And now it'll be on to set two. We're going to go ahead and let you guys meet a few more of the Reagan Rattlers here on SHN Sports. We'll be back in a moment with the second set here from Jimmy Littleton Gymnasium in San Antonio.
Hi, I'm Chichi Ozigbo, a sophomore right side / middle, and my favorite school subject is math. Strike 'em.
Hi, my name is Brenna Heffron. I'm a sophomore DS, and my favorite school subject is English. Strike 'em.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Menitsis. I'm a sophomore DS Libero,
and my favorite subject in school is math. Strike 'em!
Hi, I'm Maribel Martinez, a junior setter, and my favorite school subject is PALS. Strike 'em!
Hi, my name is Madison Collins. I'm a senior outside DS, and my favorite subject in school is English. Strike 'em!
Hi, my name is Kinley Goff. I'm a sophomore setter, and my favorite school subject is English. Strike 'em!
Hi, my name is Kirsten Davis, and I'm a junior setter. My favorite school subject is science. Strike 'em!
Hi, my name is Katie Hill. I'm a sophomore middle and right side, and my favorite subject in school is chemistry. Strike 'em!
Hi, I'm Julia Bland, a junior middle, and my favorite school subject is biology. Strike 'em!
Hi, I'm Gabby Reeves, and my favorite school subject is English. Strike 'em!
Well, we hope you enjoyed meeting all of the Rattlers there. That was all of them that we played through at least once. We might go ahead and do that a couple more times as we get moving on here. Set one was taken 25-22 by the Reagan Rattlers, and now as we enter the second set, a repeat of what happened last time would be very favorable to the Reagan Rattlers, as when these two teams met in October 2nd, the second set was the most dominant one for the Rattlers, 25-9. The opening serve will be sent back over, and the blockers at the front will send it back to Johnson's side. And it'll just be slapped over by Flom, played by Correa. The attack by Vanderpool is a kill for Reagan, and the first point of the second set goes to the Rattlers. Benitez will serve now for Reagan. Alisa sends it to the right side where the first touch comes from Flom, and this one just kind of slapped a little bit too late by Wilson, and Reagan scores the point. It's got to be a little deflating to have such a competitive first set and the second set not, and lose the first set, so you have to bring the energy for the second set. The attack is just wide from Emma Converse, and the point goes to Reagan. They start off 3-0. Benitez to serve. First touch from Flom, and then a nice play on the back line from Benitez, and Benitez will also just send it over for a reset for the Reagan side. A block just goes on the floor, and a point goes to Reagan. Nice job by Anderson, who I believe sent that one to the court, and Alisa Benitez will serve again. With Reagan up 4-0. This one taken by Wilson first, sent high in the air by Grimm, and then just kind of slapped over by Converse. Here's an attack by Anderson, and Martin sends it right back to the Reagan side, and an attack by Hill is dug by Flom, and Martin slaps it to Davis, who plays it first. Correa with the set. The attack by Anderson is a kill for the Reagan Rattlers. They take a 5-0 lead to start off this second set, and a whistle for the ball to be brought in. I thought that might have been a timeout called, but it will go ahead and be a resume of serve here. Benitez sends it from the center service line. Floats to Flom. The attack by Converse is partially blocked, and then it's sent by Vanderpool to set up a Anderson attack and kill. So Reagan here almost pouring it on. Benitez continues her serve. This will be her 6th serve. Flom with the first touch. A little floater from Converse over the blockers. High set by Correa. The attack by Davis, dug by Flom. Martin slaps it over on the second touch. Here's Davis with the setup for Anderson. It's blocked back to Reagan. Side Menezes with a backward tap, and Correa will just float this one to the front line. Sliding on her knees to get the dig is Martin, and then it's sent over by Converse. Davis with the high set. The attack by Anderson, played by Converse on the left side, and Converse will attack it to Correa with the nice touch for the first one on the dig, and then the attack by Vanderpool set up on the assist set by Davis, and Reagan goes up 7-0. Menezes with her 8th serve, played by Wilson. And then the attack is blocked back from Converse, and another point to Reagan. 8-0 will be where the timeout is called by Johnson. And Reagan, who, again, last time these two teams met in October, took the second set the first time, 25-9, looking to have a repeat performance as Rachel Torvik will talk to her team that's hot at the moment, up 8-0 in the second set. We'll be back in a moment on SHN Sports. Resuming the second set, it's 8-0, and Menezes continues her serve. A float sent from Converse over the blockers will score the first point of the second set for Johnson, and they take back control of the serve as they had the opening serve here in the second set. And now Kendra Grimm will serve. Grimm with the jump serve from the right side. The attack from Hill blocked back. Menezes extends her arm, and then Correa is able to help us save two. Anderson just taps it over the top of the net where it's played by the front line. And then this one will just be tapped over by Spencer to the back line. Menezes. Davis with the set. The attack by Hill is a kill. 9-1. Remy Vanderpool will serve from the far left side. That's the 4th kill for Hill. Vanderpool sends it to Martin, and then a little dump set scores a point for Johnson as Kendra Grimm caught the Rattlers off guard. Cantwell will serve. Anderson with the first touch. Davis sends it high for Anderson on the attack. Martin with the dig. This one slapped over by Beck. Menezes with the touch. Correa with the set. The attack by Anderson, and then Martin, the libero, doing her job with the dig, and then the attack and the kill goes to Winkler, and Johnson scores the 3rd point of the set. Still a lot of work to do for the Jaguars. Arden Cantwell will serve again from the left side. Menezes with the first touch. Davis with the backward set. The attack by Hill. Yates gets on the block and sends it back over, and then Anderson sends it to Martin. Martin does a nice job with the reflex, and Anderson gets the kill, this time playing it at the net. And now Martinez will go back to serve with the 7-point lead. And a timeout will be called again by the Jaguars, so we'll take it with them. It's a 7-point lead for the Reagan Rattlers in the second set. They took the first set 25-22, and they're looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead here on SHN Sports. Timeout is over, and both teams get ready to come back onto the court. I'm Carl Schoening. Happy you guys joined us. 10-3 your score. Reagan leads Johnson, and Reagan got the serve back. It'll be Martinez serving out of the timeout for the Rattlers from the far right side. A jump serve sends it to the middle of the court where Martin sends it right to Anderson for the attack and kill played at the net. Give kill number 7 to Anderson, and Reagan up commanding 11-3 here in the second set. Martinez lobs it to the opposite side of the court. And a nice little floater to navigate through the blockers by Beck gives a point to Johnson. Coley Martin, the libero, who's been playing really well defensively on the serve. Ozigbo with the attack, and the blockers have a go off of the net, stay on their side, and a point to Reagan. 12-4. Anderson sends it to the back line. The attack from Winkler played well, and now an attack from Alaman. Alaman had it blocked, and a ruling that the Rattlers had somebody cross the center line will be a point for Johnson. Kate Flom will serve. Flom from the right side. Jump serve into the net that has to be rushed to by Correa, but Correa couldn't quite get to it, and an ace for Johnson based off of the nice touch off of the net, which obviously wasn't intentional. Flom continues her serve. Correa with the first touch. The accept from Martinez, the Ozigbo attack and kill. And she gets her fifth kill of the set, or the match I should say, and it's 13-6. Reagan with the advantage over Johnson. Correa sends it to Martin, and then a double touch called on the Johnson Jaguars will give the point to Reagan. Not sure you can call that an ace because it looked like Johnson was going to come out and serve it, or return the serve, but either way, Correa will continue her serve. The ball sent right back over by Austin, and the attack a little bit low from Beck stays on the Johnson side. Point to Reagan. 15-6 your score. Correa keeping her serve going with a 9-point advantage behind her. And the attack blocked back down by Vanderpool. Johnson takes a 10-point lead in the second set. Maddie Correa keeping the serve going. Sends it to Cantwell. The attack is blocked from Beck, back on the Johnson side. Point Reagan. All these blocks really helping Reagan control that net. And an 11-point advantage here in the second set. Maddie Correa from the left side. Martin with the dig. Cantwell sends it over. Anderson comes up to the middle of the court to make the dig, and then Vanderpool just has to send it over. And then a long attack from Flom leads to a Reagan point. 18-6. Reagan continues their serve. Correa from behind the left service line. The attack by Beck blocked out of play, and a point to Johnson. So Hannah Beck gives the point to Johnson, and the serve will be handled by Wilson. Robin Wilson from the left side. Sends it to Anderson, and Anderson has to have that one get knocked over by Alaman on the nice hustle by Menezes. Or excuse me, that was Martinez with a nice hustle. She does again there as Correa sets it up for Alamon, and Alamon tried to find that back right corner, couldn't quite get to it, and it's a point for Johnson. Wilson from the left side. Anderson with the dig, but it goes to the net. Nobody could get to it for Reagan, and a point to Johnson. They bring it back into single digits here in the second set. It's a good thing about building that big lead. If you're Reagan, you have plenty of opportunities to still take away the victory here in the second set. Wilson's serve goes to Correa, and now Vanderpool will slap it over the net. The attack and the kill goes to Lexi Gingras, and the point to Johnson. A nice setup to work with her setter. And 10-18 the score. Zigbo with the attack and the kill. She went right by Martin on the line drive attack, and Reagan stops the unanswered run from Johnson. Serving now is Kirsten Davis. Davis floats it to the back line where it's played by Wilson and hit high in the air for an attack by Converse, and this one will just have to be backward tapped over by Davis. Converse with another attack. Anderson plays it, but hitting the net was Converse, and the point goes to Reagan. They break 20. (20-10) the score in the second set. Rattlers 5 points away from closing this one out and taking a 2-0 lead in sets. Davis sends it to the back line where Wilson touches it. High set by Martin. Converse just has to bump this one over. The attack by Alamon blocked back, and Correa was there to get the touch, and now Hill sends it over the blockers for the kill. 21-10, an 11-point lead, and Davis will continue her serve. This is Reagan trying to just take over this match here in the second set. Converse blocked back to the Johnson side. Good defense from Reagan, and now an attack from Alamon just goes wide right, and the point to Johnson. This one goes off of the net barely, and it's an ace, as that's the second ace just kind of scored on a net help, and Lexi Gingras will celebrate with her team. 21-12, and Gingras continues to serve. Correa with the first bump. Davis with the set. The attack from Alamon is a kill, and a point to Reagan. Reagan sends it back to a double-figure advantage here in the second set. And Menezes will serve. About 10 feet from behind the service line, in the middle of the service line. Sends it to the back line where Flom will get the first touch. And then the attack by Converse is sent back over. And a nice dig by Correa keeps this point alive for Anderson to get the attack, where Wilson will get the dig. Flom sends it over on, or doesn't send it over on the third touch. And that's a point for Reagan. 23-12. Reagan 2 points away from taking the second set. Menezes takes it to the back line where Wilson gets the first touch, and the high set for Converse, dug on by Correa, and Anderson will just have to send it over. And another bump will have a play at the net from Converse, and Converse gets another chance here for the attack, and it goes off of Davis's fist for the kill, and the point to Johnson. So set point will have to wait at least another point for Reagan. Grimm to serve. Anderson. Davis will set it up for Anderson, and Martin's there to dig it. The attack comes from Winkler, and it's a play at the net now as it's backed up by Spencer, and then Martin on a back pedal couldn't send it over the net. Point to Reagan, and that brings us to set point here in set 2. 24-13. Reagan leads Johnson set 2, and set 1 was taken by Reagan 25-22. Heffron sends this one on the serve, and then just sort of a inaccurate send over will give set 2 to the Reagan Rattlers. 25-13 is how set 2 ends, and we'll go ahead and update our scoreboard to put the 2 next to the Reagan Rattlers on the bottom. That's where you can find the set score. And we are about 3 minutes away from the start of set 3, where Reagan will try to go for the clean sweep. They won 3 sets to none back on October 2nd against these Johnson Jaguars. And with that set being 20, I beg your pardon, the scoreboard's wrong. It's 25-13. That set was 25-13. The first time these two teams played earlier this year, the second set was 25-9. So Johnson did a little bit better in the second time there, but the third set was 25-12. Last time these two teams played, we'll have to see if that is going to be the case when we come back to set 3. We'll be back in a moment on SHN Sports. All right, start of the third set, and as you can see, still on our scoreboard is the Reagan Rattlers took the second set 25-13, but obviously those two scores get erased, but the one that remains is that Reagan is up 2 sets to none over Johnson here. Happy you guys joined us on SHN Sports for the start of the third set here, as it'll be sent over by Davis, and Martin will float this one high in the air for just to be slapped on over by Winkler. Here's the attack by Hill, and the blockers couldn't quite get to it. It goes off of Spencer's hands and hits the floor. Point to Reagan to start off the third set. Kirsten Davis to serve. Davis line drive to the back where Martin is the first one to touch it. The attack by Converse is sent to the other side, but the whistle blows it dead as a fourth touch is called, and the point goes to Reagan. Davis keeps her serve going. Davis from the right side. Line drive to Martin. The attack is just long from Winkler, and the point to Reagan. They take an early 3-0 lead. A little reminiscent of how the second set went. It was 8-0 before the first point was scored by Johnson. Davis on the right side, ready to serve again. And this one just goes out on a service error. Reagan scores their first point of the set. Everybody on the Reagan side, or excuse me, the Johnson side, yelled out just to make sure that nobody went after that. And now taking over the serve will be Cantwell. Cantwell from the far left side. Correa with the first touch, and saving it from going to the net is Davis. It's just tapped over by Hill. A play at the net. Yates sends it back to Johnson's side, and Martin's just going to have to slap it over to Anderson. A set by Davis. Vanderpool with a tap at the net, and Johnson will have to respond by the attack and the kill with Beck. Looked like they weren't right there, and then all of a sudden, Beck, pretty aggressive, gets the attack and kill. She knew where the ball was going to be and took care of business. The Cantwell serve continues. The attack by Alaman is dug out, and then a block by Vanderpool lands on the Johnson side, and it's a point to Reagan. Elisa Menizes will serve again. Menizes from the center of the service line, a jump serve over to the middle of the court, Martin. And then an attack goes wide left from Spencer, point to Reagan. Another serve here from Menizes. Hit high in the air by Beck, and it'll just be sent over by Martin. Davis with the set. The attack by Anderson is a kill for Reagan. 6-2 your score, the 9th kill of the evening for Anderson, and Reagan with a 4-point advantage. Menizes to serve again. Martin will lead to an attack here from the front line of Spencer, and Anderson just has to slap it over where Grimm will get the first touch, and the attack by Beck sent high in the air by Correa on the dig, and Correa gets another chance here. Davis with the set, the attack by Anderson. Martin was the one who dug it out this time for Johnson. A little float over from Beck. Correa with the set, the attack by Anderson goes off of the head of the blockers, and then Vanderpool taps it over, but a second double touch is called on Johnson to end that point, and Reagan takes the fun rally. 7-2 the score in the third set. Reagan looking to get a clean sweep here. Menizes to serve again. Line drive to Martin. That one sent over by Winkler. And then the attack from the far right side played by Johnson. Winkler will just slap it over again. Correa gets the touch. Anderson saves the point, and Vanderpool sends it over to Johnson's side. Here's a high set and an attack from Winkler. Davis with the touch, and Correa with the set. The attack by Anderson goes to Martin. Set up from the setter, and Spencer has it blocked back. Reagan gets the point. 8-2. Reagan with a 6-point lead. Menizes again. Beck with the touch. Beck with the attack, and goes off of Davis for the kill. (8-3) your score in the third set. And getting back the serve will be Chloe Martin for Johnson. The attack by Hill, played by Martin on the dig, and then the attack and the kill to Devin Winkler, and Johnson narrows the gap to 4. Martin with a casual send over, played by Correa at the front of the line. The front line sends it to the back line, Menizes, and it'll just have to be sent over by Hill. High set from Martin, and this attack is blocked back, and the point goes to Reagan. Beck tried to get the kill, but that front line has been really solid all evening long for Reagan. Vanderpool slaps it to the back line. The attack by Beck. Menezes gets a hand on the hot ball, but a little bit too fast, and the point goes to Johnson. Flom will serve here from the right side. Anderson with the bump. Davis with the set, and a point to Johnson as a double touch is called there on Davis. Flom will serve again. The gap narrowed to 3 for Johnson. Davis with the set. The attack by Anderson goes off the fingertips of the blockers. Martin sends it over on the sliding dig. The attack by Anderson this time is a kill. Point Reagan, and a substitution here as Yates enters the game, as well as Ozigbo. Davis and I believe Hill are the two to check out. Martinez to serve. The attack and the kill goes to Hannah Beck, and the point to Johnson. Robin Wilson serve here. Wilson slaps to the back line. Menezes with the touch. Sent high in the air by Yates, and Anderson will float this one to the middle of the court where Martin gets the serve, and then the attack is blocked back. Gingras will not get that point, and the point goes to Reagan instead on the front line block, making it 11-7. Anderson to serve here. Line drive goes off of the top of the net. Dig by Wilson, and a dump set sends it back over to Correa. Here's an attack by Alaman, and the blocker's got a piece of it, and then it lands on the court. Point Reagan. Anderson to serve again from the far left side. Martin with the dig. Cross-court set, and the attack by Converse, played by Correa. Backline attack coming from Anderson. Didn't get enough underneath that. It hits in the net and lands back onto the Reagan side. Point Johnson. Gingras will serve again. 12-8 your score here in the third set. Alaman with the first touch. Ozigbo with the backwards, takes advantage of the backwards set, and the point to Reagan. 13-8 here for Correa, who will serve for Reagan. A couple slap dribbles before she gets this one over the net. Spencer plays the blockers, and Ozigbo couldn't quite block it back on the other side, but still plays it well. And then the setup for Alaman is a point for Reagan. 14-8, 6-point lead for Reagan. Correa to continue her serve. Martin with the first touch, and then Grimm will set it up for Converse attack. Played well by Reagan. Alaman has her shot blocked, her attack blocked back onto the Reagan side, and Alaman will just slap it over to the back line, played by Martin. Converse with another attack. Correa got her hand underneath it, but it does also hit the floor, and the point to Johnson. Nice attack coming from Converse, and Reagan's lead down to 5. Kendra Grimm to serve. Alaman just has it play off of her wrist a little awkwardly, and the point goes to Johnson on the ace. Kendra Grimm will serve again. Anderson with the first bump. Martinez with a dump set, and it couldn't be played by Spencer. Point to Reagan. Nice crafty move there by Martinez, and it's a 5-point Reagan advantage in the third set. That means Reagan 10 points away from getting the clean sweep. Kirsten Davis to serve. Right side sends it over, and just a little long as Wilson watched it fly by her. 15-11 your score. Reagan up by 4, up 2-0 in the sets, and a serve here coming from Cantwell. Cantwell from the left side. Backward set from Davis, the attack and the kill from Alaman. 16-11. Alaman subs out, and Manitzes comes in to serve. Manitzes from the center service line over to the right side where Beck gets the touch. Now Beck gets the attack. Correa with the dig. Backward set from Davis, and the attack from Anderson played by Martin. And then the attack by Beck, blocked back and then sent over by Grimm. Here's an attack by Anderson. Goes off of Martin's chest back onto the Reagan side. And now the attack by Vanderpool is a kill for Reagan. 17-11 your score. That's the 5th kill of the evening for Vanderpool. And Manitza is here to serve. Up 17-11. Quick pause to make sure that Cantwell's shoe is tied on the Johnson side, and Manitzes will serve now. She's given permission. Martin with the first touch. The attack sent over by Winkler, and this one will just have to be played by Anderson on the attack. The block stays on the Reagan side. A nice front line defense by Johnson, and it's 17-12. Reagan with a 5-point lead. Johnson with the serve, and Chloe Martin just slaps it over from the center of the service line. Dug by Correa. The attack by Davis, the attack by Hill on the setup by Davis, and a point goes to Reagan. 18-12, a couple substitutions. Bring in Heffron. Heffron serve. And the attack is blocked from Winkler back to the Johnson side, and point to Reagan. 19-12. Heffron sends it to the back line. Grimm with a high set, the attack by Beck, and then Heffron gets a touch on it. Manitzes with the set, the attack by Anderson is blocked down to Reagan's side, and it's a point to Johnson. Flom will serve here for for Johnson. Here's the serve. A floater into the net. A service error gives Reagan their 20th point of the third set. Martinez here, who had a very successful set 2 serve rally, will serve here in the third set with her team up 20-13. A nice dig coming from the back line, and Manitzes will have another opportunity to get the dig. The set by Martinez, the attack by Yates is blocked back on, and then Correa sends it over on a dump set, and then a nice response coming from the libero who sends it over. That's Chloe Martin, and the point goes to Johnson. Reagan 20, Johnson 14. Johnson with the serve. Wilson will be the one doing the honors to start off this point. Manitzes with the bump, the set by Martinez, and the attack by Ozigbo is blocked and just stays in bounds for a point to Johnson. Johnson narrows the gap to 5. And a long serve from Wilson leads to the Reagan point. 21-15. Reagan leads Johnson, and Anderson will try to see if she can add to the closeout of the third set on the serve. The attack by Converse goes off of Anderson's fist, but loses its air, and it'll be a point to Johnson. Gingras will serve. And a service error is a point to Reagan. Correa will serve. 22-16 the score. Correa floats it to Flom. Grimm will set it for the Converse attack. Correa with a opportunity just knocked over by Alaman. And a little dump step dug on the pancake save by Correa. Ozigbo's attack sent to the back line where Martin plays it. The attack by Converse blocked, and the point goes to Johnson as that one falls out of bounds. Last touch by Reagan. 22-17. And now Kendra Grimm will serve. Reagan 3 points away from taking this match. Alaman with the attack. Martin with the first touch. The attack partially blocked and give the kill to Devin Winkler and the point to Johnson. Not over yet. 4-point lead for Reagan, but the serve and a little bit of a run coming from the Johnson Jaguars. Grimm to serve again. A jump serve from the far right side. Vanderpool with the attack. Wilson sends it behind her. Martin will have to catch up for it, and this one will just be bumped over by Converse. Anderson with the first touch. Martinez sets up Ozigbo with the attack and kill. 23-18. Reagan 2 points away from taking the match. Kirsten Davis to serve. Davis sends it to the back line where Converse gets the first touch. Scrambling over is Grimm and just slapped over by Martin. The set, and Davis sets it up for the attack for Vanderpool. The kill goes to Reagan, and it's match point here in the third set. Reagan looking to go for the clean sweep on this point. The serve sent over by Davis. Wilson has a go wide left on the dig, and that will be the final point of the match. Reagan takes the third set 25-18 and improves to 14-2 on the season. We are happy you guys joined us here on SHN Sports for this broadcast of Reagan Rattler Volleyball. Once again, your final score, 3-0. Reagan takes the first set 25-22, the second set 25-13, and the third set 25-18 here on SHN Sports. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. I've been Carl Schoening. Good night, everybody.